What is going on, guys? Welcome to Module 2, all about habits and why willpower and motivation actually don't work, and it's all about developing identity-based habits to help you stay consistent for the long run. Now guys, I'm the first to say that change is hard. Honestly, anything worth achieving isn't easy at first, but it's all about developing these small wins. It's all about developing these little habits to help get you there. And most people think that it's motivation, that it's more willpower that you need in order to push yourself through to the other side, in order to get you to where you want to go. But in reality, it's about you believing new things about yourself. It's about you adopting the mindset and the belief system of someone who actually can achieve the things you want to achieve. I mean, we all want to be better people. We want to be a better husband, a better brother, a better son, more creative, show up better at work, whatever it may be, more health and fitness. I mean, there's so many areas in life that you want to be better at. But in reality, the missing piece isn't willpower or motivation. It's developing identity-based habits. For example, I have a client who has seen absolutely amazing results in the span of 11 months, I think it is now. We haven't even been working together for a full year yet. And I talked to her, I got on the phone with her the other day and I said, what has been the secret to your success? Because you have seen absolutely amazing results and you've been so consistent with our training programs. Where was your mindset at throughout it all? And her answer was actually pretty interesting. She said, to be honest, Will, at the very beginning, I was very motivated. I was very willing to do whatever it takes to get to where I want to go. But then about 3/4 of the way through, something in my mind was telling me I wasn't good enough. Something in my mind was telling me to stop, was telling me I wasn't worthy of these results. And then it was at that point where I set one goal, and that was not to quit. And then things started to change. She started to believe that she wasn't going to quit. She became the person who would never ever quit. I mean, she went on vacation to Hawaii. She made sure that she worked out. She made sure that she made time to get a quick little effective beach workout, even though she was on vacation. She had an extremely busy week at work. She was a very high performer in her career. She had a very busy week at work, and what she did, she made sure she woke up 20 minutes earlier so she could complete a little circuit in her basement before she went to work. No matter what, she made sure that she worked out 5 days a week and didn't miss more than 2 days because her only goal was not to quit. Now it's funny thinking about this in retrospect because it wasn't losing X number of pounds, it wasn't creating this physique, or it wasn't fitting in this specific dress. And there's nothing wrong with those goals, but she said over time, as she went through the program, as she wasn't quitting, as she kept staying consistent, over time she developed the identity of the type of person who doesn't quit. She said over time, she developed the identity of the type of person who extremely values their health and fitness and wellness for sustained longevity. She said it just became ingrained in who she was. And that's the key. That's the key to long-term success. That's the key to long-term sustainability and consistency. The identity-based habits. Now, what I mean by identity-based habits is that you don't have to completely change who you are, what your identity is. I'm not saying change your name. I'm not saying what it is that you believe in or change your family members or what you're interested in or whatever it may be. But what I am saying is I do want you to slightly change what you think is possible for yourself and what you believe in yourself, what it is that you can do to make it a little bit more conducive to the outcome that you want to create, to who it is that you want to become. If you make that slight twist, if you make that slight adjustment in your identity, I guarantee it'll massively, massively help you in the long run. And at the end of the day, that's what this whole course is for. It's to help you in the long run, help you get to where you want to go. If you actually think about it, your current behaviors are simply a reflection of who you think you are, of who you think your current identity is. So if you want to change your actions, you need to start changing who it is that you believe you are. What you do now is a mirror image of who it is that you believe you are, either subconsciously or consciously. So if you want to change your behavior for good, you need to start believing new things about yourself. For example, if you want to work out more frequently, become the type of person who walks every morning for 20 minutes. That's it, just keep it simple. If you want to become a writer, become the type of person who writes 1,000 words a day. That's it, keep it simple. If you want to become stronger, become the type of person who does one extra push-up every single day and builds off it. That's it. Just keep it simple. Keep that consistency. See how small these things are? If you want to become a better friend, become the type of person who always stays in touch on Sundays. Simple. If you want to become better at your career, become the type of person who is never late and who is always prepared in meetings. Again, a simple, actionable step. So do this. Decide the person it is that you want to be. Align it with your goals, and then prove it to yourself over time with small wins every single day. Start small and then just trust the process and the results will come. You need to create that micro credibility with yourself. And what exactly I mean by that, by micro credibility, is it's actually following through with what you say you're going to. Now, this is something you do with yourself. It's no one else. It's just micro credibility with yourself. Now, I want you to develop this relationship with yourself because it's the most important one you have. Your relationship with yourself is the most important one you have. So I want you to value it. And if you tell yourself that you're going to do something, I want you to show up. I want you to actually do it. So when you say you're going to work out one day, I want you to take actionable steps to work out. If you say you're going to eat healthy one day, I want you to take actionable steps to eat healthy that day. And it doesn't have to be this grand, audacious workout or this massively magnificent meal, but little steps, staying consistent, following through, will start to change your mind, will start for you to develop a new identity for yourself, and you'll start to believe you can actually follow through. You can build off these small wins every single time. And eventually over time, guys, this is like a staircase. A little win, 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 and eventually you're going to get to where you want to go. So start developing these identity-based habits and stay consistent. Want to get motivated or inspired, just go to YouTube and watch a motivational video. And I mean, those are all well and good and I love them all. They're awesome. But with that being said, if you rely solely on motivation and willpower, you're never truly going to follow through. You're never truly going to get to where you want to go, because if you really think about it, it's never there when you need it. When you're at a low point, motivation and willpower isn't there for you. When you're faced with two options, one is good, one is bad, you're probably going to choose the bad one because motivation and willpower isn't there for you. But if you start developing these small wins, they get ingrained in your subconscious mind, you start to believe new things about yourself, then these identity-based habits start to take on form. Then when you're faced at that low point, the identity-based habits are going to push you through. Then when you're faced with two options, you're going to choose the good option because your identity-based habits are going to help you decide. Honestly, guys, once you start focusing on this, once you start focusing on your identity and who it is that you think you are and the belief system that you have about yourself that's more conducive to your goals, I promise you, you will get the results you're after. But first, focus on those small wins every day. Focus on building yourself up brick by brick. And I promise you, you'll get to where you want to go. And more importantly, become the person that you want to become in order to achieve the things you want to achieve. Now guys, now that this is all fresh, now that you've just watched this training video and you're all pumped up and you are going to go out and develop these identity-based habits, I developed an awesome worksheet for you. You can download it down below. All you have to do is click it. It'll pop up right away on your browser. But just like I said in the last video, I want you to fill it out right now. I want you to take 10 minutes or whatever it is and really make sure that you dive deep into each question and you do some deep thinking to understand who it is that you want to become, to understand what habits it is that you need to develop in order to get to where you want to go. Do it now while this video is all fresh, and I'll see you in the third training video.